so desire as I get ready because tonight is actually my Halloween party. I'm really excited. And since I'm getting ready anyway, I just thought, why don't we hang out together? I'm just gonna chit chat a bit. I've brushed my hair out from my wet set already, but I did a little like cursory spray and then I've pinned it so that hopefully it takes on a good shape, question mark, by the time I'm actually ready to go. So I'm going to be doing my makeup. I already did my skincare, which is why my face looks like a little, I guess it's not so bad now. I have the type of skin type where when I touch my face and like rub it, it turns red. So that's fun. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. But yeah, I already did my skincare and I'm just gonna go ahead and do my makeup now. I don't really know what kind of makeup I'm gonna do, but I'll figure it out along the way. I want to take a second to thank tonight's video sponsor, which is Audible. I usually listen to podcasts, and Audible has so many to listen to, as well as great audiobooks. It's perfect for when you're getting ready because you can't really watch something, you just need to be listening. And I've been listening to one of my all-time favorite books on Audible the last couple of weeks to get me sort of like in the spooky season. The audiobook is Coraline by author Neil Gaiman. The vibes are immaculate. I highly recommend this if you're needing to get in the spooky mood. It's, to me, the absolute perfect little world to live in this time of year. It's spooky, but it's not scary per se. The audiobook is for listeners of all ages, so you'll be okay. It's about a very curious and precocious 11-year-old girl named Coraline Jones who moves into a new apartment with her parents. But there's something very off about this apartment. She has colorful and eccentric new neighbors as well as a black cat that starts to follow her around. One day, she finds a tiny, strange door in her apartment that opens up to a brick wall. But after that, everything begins to change. Oh, it's such a good one. New members can get a free trial to Audible, so it's the perfect time to jump in. As an Audible member, you choose one title a month to keep from the huge catalog, and you keep it to enjoy as often as you want. The latest releases and bestsellers are so easy to find there. As well, there's also a growing selection of included audiobooks, podcasts, and Audible originals. There's even a section of ASMR audiobooks. You know we love that. Whenever I'm doing the less fun things in my life, like laundry, cleaning, dishes, etc., I always listen to audiobooks and podcasts because it makes me feel like I'm getting sneaky entertainment in. It sort of tides me over and I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this task because I'm getting to enjoy it. And it's also so nice to chill out at the end of the day listening to a great book. For a free trial, visit audible.com/ALB or text ALB to 500-500. Thanks for getting us in this spooky mood, Audible. Now, it might seem weird to have a Halloween party so early, but in my experience, because I've been doing this for like 6 years now. I mean, there was a big chunk of time where I wasn't doing it. I had to take a couple years off. But I found that if you actually book a party for Halloween, nobody can come because everybody already has plans, or if they have kids, they're doing trick-or-treating, all of that, I have to complain to you guys. I desperately need a new makeup case Mine is seriously falling apart, and unfortunately I'm very picky, so even though I've been looking for a new one, I haven't found anything I like. In the meantime, I'm just dealing with a makeup case that's like falling apart. What are you gonna do? Okay, by the way, the lighting in this video is probably gonna change pretty dramatically as the day goes on, so we're just gonna deal with it. I'm starting with a little bit of primer. I'm trying to decide right now if I'm gonna do a bold lip or bold eyes. Like, I suppose I could do both really, but I tend to pick one or the other. Okay, so the first thing that I usually do with makeup is, well, I guess it depends on like if I'm doing a full face or not, but I am gonna do like probably a semi-full face today. I'm just gonna do a little bit of color correction. So I get like, basically I wouldn't say under eye bags per se, but I have like veins that run through my face because I have like sheer skin or something, I don't know. But I always try to color correct those out. So under my eye I usually use a little bit of lilac because they're like a blue here. And then I tend to use a little bit more orangey. I mean, you'll see. Lately my acne has not been so bad, which I'm very grateful for. But, you know, my skin is always changing, it feels like. And I always feel like I'm just like one step behind. Like as soon as I get one part under control, another part starts being weird. So like now, I just feel like I have really dry skin all the time. And then occasionally I do get breakouts as well, but I used to get really bad breakouts where it was like they would be there for the full month. So then it really does feel like you get one thing kind of figured out, and then there's something else. Well, that's the fun of it, I guess. So I just put like a little bit of this lavender under my eye, but not too much. And then I have a different brush. I have like a mark right here from my glasses, that's okay. Then I have this other brush, which I'm going to use like on the more orangey color here, and just like doing a little bit to sort of blend it out here. Honestly, I'm so used to having like very visible veins on my face that I've started kind of leaning into it. You can't really do anything about this. It's like freckles. Like at some point you just have to embrace that there's something unique and cool about you. Just blend that in a little bit. If I thought that, oh wait, I do have a little bit of a breakout happening. Spoke too soon. I'm just gonna use a little bit of like the green on this palette. Just in here. Sometimes the like touching my skin makes things more visible. There's like a big fluffy squirrel right in front of my window right now. Do you want me to do your makeup? I can. I would be willing to do this. Okay, now I'm gonna do foundation. This bottle is on its last legs. It's almost done. So I have to unscrew it to get the rest out. Listen, you have to use every little last drop to get the most out of your makeup. I will cut open bottles to get the last drop out. Not if they're glass, obviously, but any plastic tube or bottle, I'll cut into it. I'm getting every last little drop of it out, don't you worry. I always put a little bit of foundation on my eyelids. I just find that it helps the rest of my makeup stick to it. And then I use my brush for the rest. There, that's good enough. Okay. Now, where's my brush? Yes. Just brush that in a little bit. So, because there's only like 8 people coming, which is kind of how I like it. I don't know. But because there are not too many, I got everybody little party favors. I got matching mugs for everybody, which I'm excited about. I was trying to find all the same exact mug, but it was hard, so I ended up getting like just ones that are like from the same series. Just like black cats and pumpkins and stuff, but the plan is that I'm gonna do like a hot apple cider with maybe like some orange slices and stuff, and people can enjoy the mug at the party. I'm gonna pre-wash them. I like party favors. Maybe it's because I think love language for me, like my big one is gifts, but not like presents per se. It's more of just like I like to show people I'm thinking about them when they're not around, you know? Not like extravagant stuff, but just like, I saw this and thought of you. I once tried using a sponge for foundation, and I did not really like it. I think that because I paint, like a brush just feels more safe for me, like I know what I'm doing with a brush. Alright, now the bottom half. I'm basically just putting a little dot with the tube pump onto my brush directly because there's not enough in the bottle to pump it out. That's okay. I already bought a new bottle of foundation, but I'm not gonna open it yet. Not until I've completely used up the old one. Otherwise, I will simply have no motivation to use the old one. This is probably going to be sort of funny to watch because I think when people are putting makeup on, we just do ridiculous faces the whole time. It's not until you're like watching it back that you're like, is that what I look like when I'm doing that? Yep. Absolutely. Just a little bit more, and then I'll be done my foundation. So for me right now, it's the afternoon. So after this, I'm gonna start, well, not start, I've already done some cooking because I had to meal prep a little bit yesterday. making a lot of different things, so it wasn't something I could do all in one day. Unless I had little clones of myself. I always just take the dregs of what is left on my foundation brush at the end and just do a little bit on my neck. My foundation was like an absolutely perfect match in the summer because I had like just a little bit of color. Not really very much, but now I feel like it's close, but it's not like one-to-one absolutely perfect. That's okay though. I feel like also the other thing is that even if the foundation is the same color as your face, your neck and your face are never the same color because they get a different amount of sun. So I guess we're trying to match for our necks rather than our face. I don't know. A little bit of cover up now under my eyes. So I still have like redness in here, but that's because I've been touching my face. So I don't worry about that because I know it's going to go away. I do like one little dot here and then I kind of fade it up like this. This is my general motion, is like right under my eye and up like that. Can I just say something? I don't know if this is like a hot take or what. I think that there is so much about doing makeup that is both fun and like kind of meditative and sort of, I think it can sometimes be on the like self-care wheel of just like it's nice to spend time making yourself look different or have fun with it, like all that good stuff, right? I have to say there's no part of blending concealer that is fun to me. There's no part of it. I would even go as far to say that blending concealer is a contender for the least fun part about doing makeup. To me, it is a necessary evil. I don't care for it whatsoever. If I could magically poof it into being done, I would. Not a fan. Concealer blending is like a get in, get out kind of situation. Okay. That's pretty much good for that eye. Now what I'm gonna do before I move on to my other eye is set it with my setting powder. I really like this brush because it's got like a triangle, so I can get right in here and perfectly set my concealer over there. And then I just kind of like on this side of my face, just like very lightly tap the rest of the remaining powder into my face. And then I'm going to do the other side now. So I guess I do one side of my face at a time, sort of, kind of. So once again, I'm putting the focus like right under my eye here and then up this side, sort of ends up, I guess, looking like a check mark in how I originally apply it. And then I just blend it out. And I cannot stress this enough. I don't think that this part's fun. But we must do it. Otherwise, it will look weird. I just realized that I have a mark right here on my face from wearing my glasses this morning. I don't wear my glasses all the time. just because I'm nearsighted, so I only need to see them for like far away things. And lately, in the mornings, you guys are gonna think this is so silly. There is a feral cat in my neighborhood who is this great big fluffy black cat who I love, but it is like a feral cat. Like, it's not somebody's pet that they let outside, and she's very, very shy. But over the last year, I have been, I guess, befriending her as much as possible. And I've almost sort of trained her because I feed her tuna and like other cat-friendly little things, like little treats and things, but she knows she has to make eye contact with me for me to go put the food out for her. So like she knows it's not just gonna be there for her whenever she wants. So even though like we don't get close, like I don't pet this cat or anything, she's very skittish. She knows she has to catch my eye, so she will walk around the house to try to like catch my eye. She doesn't come every day. She comes like 2 to 3 times a week. I'm just doing a little bit of this sort of nude colored blush. I like it for like just under my cheekbones, just a little bit, because it has a shimmer. But yeah, she doesn't come every day. And she's this like gorgeous I was about to say black fluffy, I said bluffy. She's just this gorgeous big fluffy black cat, and she feels very magical to me. I'm like in love with her. And I have named her Lulu, which is short for Lucifer, because she reminds me of the cat from Cinderella. She looks like that. She has one little white fluff on her chest. The blush I'm using is from the Flower Nose Chocolate Shop series. It's called Tartan Coat, and it's like this sort of gorgeous reddish pink. I don't know. I love this color though. So anyway, I always wear my glasses in the morning so that I don't miss her. Like if I'm in a different room, that I can see her if she's in the yard. Because I'm really trying to establish a connection that she knows when she makes eye contact with me, I'll go out and put food out for her. This is so goofy. I'm like almost embarrassed to admit it. But I was reading the WikiHow entry on how to befriend a feral cat. And that's what it said to do. And it said to never approach the cat. So I never approach her. I'm just trying to show her that like I'm friendly. I don't want to like tame her or anything. I just want to be her friend. She's like a deer in the forest to me. Like I don't want you to come in my house. Well, I do, but I would never try to like make that happen. I just want to be her friend. By the way, I think that highlighter seems to be not trendy anymore. I don't really see people wearing it that much, but I still wear it a little bit. Just on my cheekbones. Okay, now I'm just gonna like do a general blending of everything. So anyway, that's why I was wearing my glasses this morning. To see if I could see a cat. She did not come today, but that's okay. Sometimes she comes in the evening instead, so there's still a chance. I saw her yesterday. Something I have been doing because of the WikiHow entry is that when I bring the food out, I'll stay out there, but just like far away, and I'll face away from her, and she'll go eat the food. I've probably fed her like 20 times now, so she knows I'm safe. But she's very skittish. That's the goal, though, is to become her friend. I'll update you. I doubt we'll ever be best friends, but I love her so much. I love all black cats. I feel like I have a... so goofy to say it out loud, even though I think it to myself all the time. I feel like I have some sort of connection with black cats because of Dawn, where I'm just like, anytime I see a black cat, I'm like, you're my friend. You don't know it yet, but you're my friend. I hope that I have future updates about Lucifer for you. It would be funny if I finally now mention it and then she's like, I wasn't ready for us to go public. I'm not coming anymore. I just moved you in a little bit closer because I'm going to do like eye makeup and stuff now. I think I'm going to do like a pinky nude lip and then do really thick eyeliner. And that's what I think I'm going to do today. So I'm just going to like line my lips a little bit. I don't really overline per se, but I try to create like a more vintage lip shape than like what my natural lips look like. It's kind of hard to explain my method, but I kind of focus on these outside shapes in here, like right, sorry, right there though, like that's what I try to emphasize. That's just what I do for my own shape. And then I'm going to use this flower nose. What color is this? Do I even know? Does it even say? It does not. That's great. Nope, no idea. I'll try to link in the description of what color this is, but it's like a pinky red color. The color is like raspberry, I guess. Sorry for being quiet. It's kind of impossible to talk while you're doing lip color. Well, perhaps not impossible, but just difficult. Okay. I like the creamy texture of this, but I do find over a long period of time it can be a little bit drying, so I normally like touch it up with lip balm or things like that. Okay, eye makeup. I'm gonna use a little bit of this Warm Neutrals Volume 2 palette. This is like very used, okay? Like very, very much so. I usually use like these two colors, which look like they're a very dark red. And they are. But I do them like around underneath my eye. So I'm kind of mixing all these colors together. Just on like this little, it's almost like an eraser, a pencil eraser kind of shaped brush. And then I sort of, I was gonna say shove it, but I guess I'm not shoving. I'm just applying it underneath my eye a little bit. And just to the side here. Because I don't put eyeliner underneath my eye, I find that if I don't put anything, it looks weird. Like I need to sort of blend it in a little bit. So I like to use this brownie red because it's kind of vampy, to be honest, in a way I like. I guess you could use brown if you didn't want to use red, but I find because my eyes are green that a more warm toned brown or red looks a little better. It can make my eyes look a little bit greener. I've been thinking a lot recently about how when I was like a young teen, so we're talking about like a 13-year-old, it was totally the trend to buy makeup palettes that were specifically formulated. I don't know if they were actually formulated, but they were marketed as like, these are the best colors for brown eyes. These are the best colors for blue eyes. Like, it wasn't about what colors you liked. It was like, if you have gray eyes, you have to wear these colors on your eyes. It was like every brand did it. And I don't really often see it that much anymore. But because of that, when I was younger, whenever someone would give me a gift, and by someone I mean like an older relative, they would get you like, I don't know, the Avon set that is your eye color. It's a nice gift, but I've noticed that brands don't seem to do that anymore, because they're kind of like, well, your eye color is one thing, but like everybody has a different skin color. That's gonna affect how eyeshadow looks, you know. So now I'm gonna use this Color Nose Strawberry Ice Cream Latte set. It has these really nice neutrals up at the top here, but I really like these too. And I'm using like just a fluffy brush, and I'm just kind of doing a little bit of like a dimension to my eyelid. I have sort of an interesting eye shape in that like the edges of my eye kind of tilt down, and the only reason I discovered this was I was at one point trying to draw like a caricature of myself, like a little cartoon version for something I can't even remember, and I was kind of studying my face in a picture so I could try to draw myself, and I was like, whoa, I never realized my eyes look like that before. But they do. Just blending this out now. Come to think of it, I really don't use eyeshadow on my eyelid very much. Like this part here, I almost never put anything. Huh. I feel like because of my eye shape and how I do eyeliner, it just gets hidden anyway. It's like, who cares? I don't. Can't be bothered. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Maybe a little more on this side, actually. Spoke too soon. Okay, that's alright. And usually I'll take that same brush and just blend it all through underneath, just to make sure everything is copacetic, I guess. Alright, now I'm gonna do my eyeliner. And I'm going to be doing my eyeliner in the goofiest way possible because lately I've been using NYX Vivid Matte, and it's totally okay. But I miss NYC liquid liner. That was my favorite, and it's been totally discontinued. And this one that I've had it for a long time. It's really dried out. So I have to like dip it back in every 5 seconds. But what are you gonna do? Oh, the sun is starting to come out now. This autumn weather, like, you never know if it's gonna be rainy, but then it can change in like half an hour. I know I was originally gonna do really thick eyeliner, but now I don't know. I mean, who knows? I could mess up one side and then, you know, the thing where you just keep adjusting one side and the other side until they're both very, very thick. I need to fix the wing on this one, but I'm gonna do this side first just so I can try to even them up a little bit. I wonder, like, if you are a person who does not wear makeup and you're watching this, is this all very strange to you? I watch a lot of ASMR videos about topics that, like, are things like I have no interest or knowledge about, and I'm always just like, wow, there's a whole world out there I don't even know about. It's amazing. I was watching this video the other day about little model train Tomy cars. Like, there's a whole genre of these collectible little Tomy cars, and I'm like, this is a world I don't know anything about. Amazing. I have a huge appreciation for, like, niche hobbies, especially if I have no idea about them. Like, obviously, makeup is not a niche hobby, but I wonder. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, we're doing thick eyeliner. I originally was like, maybe I'll do thin. No, I messed it up on this side and I had to make it thicker. What are you gonna do? Alright, mascara time now. So I used 2 different mascaras and kind of alternate between them. This is a Great Lash, and then I use their Real on top of it, but I like using the other one first because it just helps separate my lashes a bit. I mean, the ironic thing is I'm just gonna put false eyelashes on anyway, so it's like, who cares, but it's the process, you know. It's all part of the process. Okay. I always get this one little weird funky eyelash that I'm just gonna remove the mascara from because otherwise it like transfers onto my skin down here. When I have permed eyelashes, it's fine because the eyelash is like, you know, curled. And whenever I use an eyelash curler, it does not make a difference. The eyelash is still funky. These are the weird things you learn about your body when you're doing makeup. If I didn't wear mascara, I wouldn't even know about that, like, funky eyelash, but there you go. So, yeah, I gotta get cooking in a little bit, but when I did the party invitations, I asked people like a whole survey of questions. Some of them were like, what are your favorite Halloween movies to watch? So that I can make sure to have those on. And you know what's great? Most people picked movies I was already gonna put on anyway. But it's nice because they get to feel like it was their idea. It's like, honey, we were watching those movies whether you like them or not, because I like them. So it's good you like them. But one of the things that I also asked was like if anybody has different dietary needs or dietary restrictions, because I want to make sure I've got. Oh no. Of course I get a little on my eyelid. That's okay. Look at this. Wicked, cruel, evil. It's fine. I'll fix it. But yeah, I want to make sure I know everybody's dietary restrictions so I can have food for them. So the foods that I ended up, mascara on my finger, the foods that I ended up settling on that I'm going to make today are, I'm going to do probably a vegetarian lasagna with like mushrooms and spinach and stuff. I don't know why, but I like, whenever possible, I try to avoid using like the meat alternatives. They're fine, and I do like them in different contexts, but I don't like them in lasagna that much. So I'm probably going to use like dehydrated vegetable protein and some other stuff too. And then I'm going to make a chicken pot pie because I have that Le Creuset gorgeous pumpkin dish. And then I think I've got like 3 different salads I'm going to make, but like we're using salad in the loose term because it's going to be like roasted chickpeas and tahini sauce and like roasted broccoli and quinoa. I just wanted to make sure we had a bunch of veggie dishes too. So it's like a lot of dishes, and I think it will be a lot to prep. But then hopefully it'll be the kind of stuff where once people are here, it's just in the oven and I don't have to think about it. So in my last vlog, the one I did about my office and painting, I did feature some cooking, and I kind of didn't really advertise that I was doing that. Like, I didn't put in the thumbnail or video description that I was going to be cooking in it because it wasn't meant to be like a cooking themed video. It was just something that I wanted to include because I was cooking that day anyway. But then most of the comments on that video are from you guys who loved the cooking part. And it's made me feel that I want to do more cooking in ASMR. But the thing is, like, I'm not a chef, so I don't really feel comfortable doing like instructional, like then you take 3 cups of this and you put it in this. Like, I don't even really cook with recipes. I just throw stuff together. So I want to try to find the balance because I wouldn't mind doing more cooking ASMR, but I don't want it to be instructional because that's not an area I'm like very confident in. I love to cook, but I don't know that I'm like some great cook. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just a hobby. Anyway, all this to say, if you want to see more cooking, but not like instructional, just like in a vlog context, do let me know and I can do that. I just don't want, to do instructional stuff because like I don't know what I'm doing. You guys know more than me about it. I just know that I love to eat, and so therefore I have to cook. It's a part of it. It's the circle of life. I just used an eyebrow pencil to do like a little outline of how I like my eyebrows, and now I'm just using powder, Bobbi Brown powder, to fill them in. These days I've been trying to grow my natural eyebrows out as much as possible, but obviously they're still a lot more sparse than how I want my brows to look. My like fantasy self would have really big, thick, bushy eyebrows, like Audrey Hepburn size. I love thick eyebrows, but not only do my eyebrows not grow in a good shape, but when I was young, I like really plucked them because that was what was like trendy at that time. And so even though I'm like not over plucking now, they just don't grow that much. But they grow enough that I can do something with them. Okay, I'm gonna use a clean brush to try to get that mascara off. This is what I do. A lot of people use like a Q-tip and makeup remover. I just always keep a clean makeup brush on hand, and I can usually just brush it away. Okay, I need to do a little more on my brows. I have this like brow pen to just do a couple little lines in that part, because this is the part where they grow the least. What is this one hair? Get in line, my friend. Okay. And then here's what I do. I saw a makeup artist on YouTube do this one time years ago, and it's totally changed my brow routine. So I have like a little spoolie here, and I dip it in water. And I also have this like just a lavender pure Castile bar soap, and I'm just literally going to put a little bit of the pure Castile soap on the spoolie, and then literally brush it through my eyebrows as if it were brow gel or brow wax, and it pretty much dries perfectly how I like it. And this is so inexpensive, like amazingly. And these days I'm like trying to push the front of my eyebrows kind of forward like this. They grow really weird, I don't know, but I do the best I can with them. They're not how I would like them, but you know, we do the best we can with what we've got. I like to have like them sticking out spiky in the front. That's just what I do. You don't think about how the things you do like are kind of weird until you're talking them through in front of someone else, and then you're like, oh, is that not what everybody does? Okay, I think that's pretty good, more or less. I'm going to curl my eyelashes, and then we're going to do false eyelashes. I have two different ones to choose from, but we'll look at that in just a second. I just do like a really light curl, kind of while my eyelashes are still tacky, because I just find it helps keep that shape the way I like it. Alright, so I don't know which one of these I want to do. I have this pack of diamond lashes that I got in Japan. They're very nice, but they're kind of, I love them. I don't mean to have so many caveats. I love them, but they're sort of like doll looking. Like they kind of look like, they make you look like a doll when you have them on. And then these other ones are like more natural looking, I guess. So I'm trying to decide, because I have kind of thicker eyeliner on today. I think I might go with these, because I don't really want the more doll look, and that's what this gives. So we'll do these ones. I have to cut a new pair to fit. So satisfying to have fresh lashes. Alright, so I find that, like, honestly, these are way too big for me. I have to just cut them in half, and I do kind of like just a corner wispy thing. There we go. And I'm definitely gonna have to cut this, but let's see. Probably, yeah, somewhere in. Look at how big this is on me. Can you imagine? Probably somewhere in the middle here is where I want it. And then I always like trim them, feather them a little bit. So that, I don't know, they just don't look too out of the box. Like, I'm not kidding myself here that I'm like, oh, they're totally believable as my normal eyelashes. No one will know. I don't care if they look fake, but I don't like them to look perfect in that way. I don't know, that's just me. Okay, let's see if I did this okay. This is sort of a tedious process, but since you can wear these lashes multiple times, it's like kind of worth it to do a good job, in my opinion. I find especially like at the inner corner of the eye, it's where it needs the most trimming. Okay. Let's see, did we get it? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. Now we will apply them. Just got my lash glue here. There is a bird outside that is like screaming right now. I mean, birds can't scream, so I guess it's just like peeping. But I don't know. If birds can use swear words, I would bet dollars to donuts that bird is swearing. Does not sound happy. I was watching this other video the other day all about bird sounds and like how you can identify them just based on what they sound like, and it was really interesting because like birds all have, as you know, distinct calls, but the chickadee one, I've been listening for it because the chickadee one is like cheeseburger. It sounds like it's saying cheeseburger. And now when I'm out and about, I just hear birds and I hear the cheeseburger. Listen for it. There's other birds like blue jays where their call sounds like you're starting a car engine, or like it sounds like something's being scraped across a floor. It's anyway. Bird calls. I only know chickadees. And whatever is outside is not a chickadee. That's all I can tell you. I feel like the false eyelashes are the point in which everything just comes together. Like false eyelashes are just basically hot girl disguise. That's how I think about it. I feel like I could do no makeup and just do false eyelashes and I'd be like, hot girl disguise. It's just another flavor of girl math. I always have a harder time putting eyelashes on this eye. I have no idea why. Could not tell you. Is it my eye shape? Is it... I don't know. It's something though. Okay, that is gonna dry. In good time. In good time. Now, I want to do accessories. I gotta do my hair. And then I want to do earrings and perfume. Let's see here. Alright, we're pretty much getting there. Just need to do a couple things. So I have some options for earrings. We've got these purple ones, which are really cute. Then we've got these orange ones. Now typically I would say like orange and Halloween is a no-brainer, but I don't know, this top, I feel like they don't really go. I also have these ones with like a little black cat. These are actually from a subscriber, so thank you, you know who you are. Those are cute. I mean, the other fourth option is that I don't do an earring at all. I don't know. Let me brush my hair out a little bit. Take these pins out. I'm leaning towards the purple, if anything, but I don't have to do an earring at all, really. Because also I have these clips. I have lots of clips, but it might be better to do like a clip. Yeah, that's cute. Because the pearl and the black, but I also have just plain black velvet ribbon. So that could be cute because you could do that. You could even do, if you want to be particularly saucy, do like double. I don't know. Is it too much to do the bow and the bow? I mean, I don't really care if something's too much. Who am I kidding? Alright, let me brush my hair out first. Take the little pins, and then I'm just going to give it a little smoothing, just to sort of fluff it. I like for it to be a little bit fluffy around this part, but puffed out as well. I did hairspray it already, so it's kind of got quite tight from that. That's okay. Just encouraging the curl. Sometimes I have to bring it all towards the back to get it to curl under like this. Probably not going to mess with this part too much because it looks okay. And why mess with a good thing, you know? Okay. She's sitting bouncy. This is good. It's so satisfying to do that when you have a wet set. Okay, I'll stop being a dork. So I think I'm gonna go no earrings and do this. I think that's cute. Okay. Yeah, I And then, oh, perfume. Today I'm gonna wear Incense City by All Saints. This one is a very autumn. It's super musky. It's super. There's like a boozy quality. It feels like it's in a bar. I love it. I'm kind of trying to do different scents for different times of year. So in the spring I had this really great decant of Baccarat Rouge, which has become very popular in the perfume world, but I love it. And then I was wearing Guidance by Amouage. I really love that one. And then I'm kind of into a mix now between Incense City from All Saints, and I also really love Cherry Smoke by Tom Ford, but it's so pricey. I am not going to be able to get a full bottle, so I just have like a little 10 milliliter decant, and I'm enjoying it very, very much, let me tell you. But yeah, I think I'm all set to go finish cooking prep and have everybody come over. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope that it was fun to watch. Thank you again to Audible for sponsoring today's video. Let me know if you guys want to see some cooking content, especially for the fall season. I think it could be fun. We could do some pies in the Le Creuset pot, since I know I showed you guys when I got that last year, and we need to actually do something with it, I think. Yeah, for sure. Alright, my darlings, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.